Howdy, folks. What's up? This is Jason with Ray of Light Tarot. What if I talk like that? This is Jason with Ray of Light Tarot. You can call me Jason. You can call me Seva. You can call me Ray. A lot of people like to call me Ray. We're good with it. We like it. We're doing some readings for y'all tonight. We're going to get that list started. I think the list is empty and open. So as you guys file in tonight, just say hello. Hola. ¿Cómo está? We will get this thing going. And yeah, so that's what's going on. I hope everyone's doing well. It's been that kind of interesting eclipse energy right now. Hey, welcome. How's it going up in NYC? You holding down NYC for me till I get there? Are you holding it down up there for me? You better be. You better be. Thank you, Christina Maria, for being here. I was thrown to the wolves last night by Danny and Brooke and Jai and Malia. They threw me to the wolves. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Okay. Funny story. I was actually talking to a subscriber about being stalked by certain cards, and I have a funny story. It's happened twice now. So this card in my Talking to Heaven deck was, I guess, at the top of my deck in my little box up there, and it's when I came over here to my table, to my little altar table area, it was right here in front of me, and I'll tell you what it says in a minute. And I put it back, and then tonight when I came over here, it was right in front of me again. So I know that the air conditioning vent, I'm trying to logically explain this. The air conditioning vent is blowing this card so that it happens to land right here. I know that there's a logical explanation, but it's kind of weird because we've had some strange paranormal stuff going on. I have a spirit guide who some of you pointed out, you saw her in my Aries video, not the one I did today, my Aries video before that maybe, or Scorpio. In the light above my head, you could see the face changing shapes from an owl to a woman's face, and she's definitely here. Well, I keep getting this card sitting right here. It says, I'm standing right next to you, and that's the card that keeps ending up right in front of me when I walk over here to my table. So whoever is standing right next to me, I think I know who it is. I'm standing right next to you too. That's how it works. If you're standing next to me, I'm standing next to you. But yeah, so you will have experiences as a reader where certain cards will stalk you. I had the Knight of Swords hanging around in my readings for a while. Every time I would pull a deck, the Knight of Swords was turned over in the deck, or the Knight of Swords was coming out in all the readings. Um, I don't know the reason a certain card will stalk you. I'm sure there is a reason for that, and it's a message. I know the reason my card was coming for me like that, but that was a message for me. It was personal. I don't know why certain cards may stalk you guys or why you have that experience. Um, it just is what it is. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes certain cards stalk you. And I'm sure there's a message that you need to get from that, but I don't know exactly what it is, you know? But I thought that was really interesting that I got this I am standing right next to you card. So someone is standing right next to me. A loved one, clearly. Anyway, guys, I have been extremely exhausted the last 24 hours. I don't know about you, but I have been. I did miss Christina yesterday. Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably Ascension symptoms. I mean, I don't know. Could be that. Hmm. So while we let people flow in tonight, Danny, I think, what should we decide on for Saturday? Danny and I are going to be talking about some Ascension portals on Saturday, right? Saturday night. Um, we're going to be doing that probably, yeah, let's do 9 EST. Well, it's actually 9 EDST because we're in daylight savings still. So it'll be 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. I will be going live with Mr. Danny from Northern Comfort Tarot. So put that in your schedule if you are interested in watching us and listening to us. Definitely subscribe to him and his channel. Your cross to bear, and that's not a bad cross to bear. A little bit of Ascension symptoms, we all go through it. I experienced a lot of jaw pain this time last year, and headaches. So it's just depending on where you're at in that awakening process and the ascension process, and we're all at different places. Let me pull glasses on so I can see what the hell's going on here. You know. So I'm gonna just let's see. While we're waiting for people to file in, I don't think a lot of people aren't getting notifications right now, so it's gonna take people a little while to come on tonight. And while we're waiting, let's have some fun, guys. I've got a bunch of new decks to break in. I have long glasses, I can't see well out of those. And yeah, those I can see out of. So let's pull for the moderators real quick, see what's going on with these guys. Yeah, the notifications are janky right now on YouTube, or so I've heard. I had a lot of subscribers complaining today after I did my Aries and Libra videos that they weren't getting the notifications. So YouTube, get it together, man. All right, let's see what's going on with Danny and what the message for Danny is. Thank you for allowing me to connect spirits. Thank you, universe. Thank you, source. Thank you, archangels, Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, Uriel. Thank you, spirit guides and ancestors, for gathering around me, protecting my light, my vibration, my energy, and repelling all darkness and negative vibes. Just repel them right on out of here. All right. Let's see what's going on with Danny. I'm pulling a card for Danny. Say, what the fuck? Danny cracked me up when we were on the other night, Danny, and you were talking about whatever your twin soul said to you, and you were like, what the fuck? Oh, welcome, JMB. Hello, Tanya Lee. Okay, so what's the guidance for Danny since this second eclipse? You're very close to achieving your goals. Your goal. Goal, singular. You're very close to achieving your goal. And take time to breathe out. You got gibbous moon and disseminating moon. So... oh, yeah. We got you, Danny. We got you. I don't know why I thought you had. Take time to breathe out. That's coming through for you twice now. Take time to breathe out, Danny. Breathe out. Nothing will come of this situation void of course moon. All right, now let's see what Christina Maria has for this eclipse situation. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini, Christina. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. And a time for healing. Balsamic moon. A time for healing. Hey, Tiki. We're just opening up the list for tonight, guys, for some mini reading for anyone who would like to get on the list. And while I'm waiting for people to get their notifications and to come on in and say hello, I am just pulling cards for my friends here and for fun. And if nobody needs to get on the list, if the notifications don't go out, then I'm going to sign off and go to bed. No. Let me put an asterisk by that. These are love donation readings. They're $20 each. What I'm doing right now is just pulling a few cards for the group until, yeah. I'm working tonight, guys. I'm working. Now, Friday night, I will be doing a guessing game for those who would like to try to win a free reading. I'm going to be giving back and doing some freebies, but this is work for me. For my moderators, I'm pulling cards, though, because they're giving to me energy exchange. They're doing work for me here. doing a little work for them. But there has to be that equal exchange of energy, or my intuition doesn't work. Oh, it's weird. I'm just kidding. What's the guidance for Christina Maria during this eclipse energy? Thank you. Two of Discs. A time of change. 10 of Wands, Christina Maria. What is coming to? And at least you're releasing something really oppressing. There it is. There it is. Success. And you're releasing that. And as you release whatever that is, you're coming into this Queen of Cups energy. The Chariot is here, Major Arcana moving you forward, which we really like. We like this for you, okay? Great energy here. Really like this. Hello, Tonk Sloopy. And you've got the Three of Wands. You know, the word used on the Three of Wands here is virtue. Also, with the Two of Discs or Pentacles and then the Three of Wands, it's almost like a garden it's like seeds planted in a garden on this side, and then that's 3 tulips that you like cut from the garden. So this is like, so, you know, reaping what you sow and having good things that you've planted coming in. You've got the six of Discs, which is success here, balance, reciprocity, all of these good things coming in. And the next 6 months are going to be about sort of building, and then over the course of those 6 months, you know, reaping, harvesting. Yeah. And me too. Both of us doing this. I claim that for sure. I claim all that. I like this card. Queen of Cups. The thing that I always notice about the Chariot card also is, you know, especially like, and you can see it in this one too, the Chariot, there's a real necessity to embrace your light and your darkness, embracing your shadow self, loving yourself, all of you, you know, not just the parts that you're proud of, but the parts that you're not so proud of. Loving all of yourself is so hard, right? But that's when the momentum can really start to roll here. That self-love, give it to you. Give it to you, boo. Give it to you. All right. Let's see. There's only like 13 people in here, so I'm just going to hang out with you guys for maybe the next 15 minutes. Pull some cards for Danny, since he is owed a reading. And then go back to bed. If nobody comes in, go back to bed. What does the need to know on his little mission here? Anything about this other stuff? All right, so, hey Isha, welcome. Got that love stuff going on, Danny. You got the Two of Cups here. Two of Cups, love. Okay, thank you, Tanya Lee. Two of Cups, Danny, love. Can you see that? That's your card. Also the Fool. I feel that for you. I mean, you feel that for yourself too. You've got some things going on here that you need to be aware of though. Ooh, interesting. You've got victory, okay? You've got victory, that's that Six of Wands, the card of victory, and you've got the Fool, the Queen of Wands, so a really strong, divine feminine, passionate, creative energy, and the Prince of Discs. The Prince of Discs is interesting in this deck. He's like riding in kind of crazy, kind of passionately too. And someone's coming in as the Princess of Discs. However, this is the but you need to know part. You've got interference here. You've got interference. This is actually the Eight of Swords, you know, which you know how that is in the traditional tarot, kind of being trapped or restricted. That's not what this is, though. This is about interference, outside interference. And I don't think you actually have a lot of outside interference. I think this is a warning, and I am telling you, take this warning. Take this warning and run with it. Make sure not to allow any outside interference into whatever this connection is for you, Danny, whatever this prince and princess of discs may be in your coming into your life. Make sure not to allow any outside interference, because I can see that you could be in a position where outside interference could easily become an issue. Okay? So do not allow that to interfere with this Two of Cups, or I'll be really mad at you. Tanya, throw a question up. I got you. So good. So good. Go ahead and put a question up, Tanya. They're not fooling, Danny. And you know, after the experience I've had with weirdos messaging people that I care about and stuff, I feel that message for you. Like, I feel that for you. Don't let that stuff happen to you. Like, don't let weirdos interfere in stuff that's sacred. I mean, they're gonna, if they do, it's probably not very good karma, but you know what I'm saying? Apples are so good. Seriously. All right, Alicia. I'm going to get a question from Tanya, and then we will take Alicia. Tomorrow, I think with Jai and I, we're going to do $25. Hello, All Natural Rebecca. I put 2 of your signs up today, Rebecca. I did readings for 2 of your signs. Rebecca actually has placements in all 12 zodiacs. No, but seriously, Tanya, let's see. What guidance do you have for Tanya? I kid. So you're definitely, you know, on the cusp or in the middle. I feel like you're more in the midst, actually. Not on the cusp, but in the midst of a time of really great change in your life, Tanya. And yeah, it's really important that you kind of go through this period with just a real. I think a lot of times, and this happens to a lot of us once we're awakened, as we go through tests, a lot of things that happen in our life as we go through great changes, a lot of it is a test. I mean, it's almost always a test. And I know you've got these cards, you've got truce, gain, change. Truce, gain, change, and then bottom of the deck is peace. So I feel like a lot of the changes you're going through and a lot of the gains you're going to make, and you're going to make some real gains with the Nine of Discs, right? The Nine of Pentacles is a card about abundance, but it's found within yourself. And I think you've got a lot of that coming here. And then the Four of Swords, that's about healing. Here it's listed as the Truce card. So with those and the Two of Pentacles or Two of Discs, you've got this energy of peace going on. And what I feel from this is that as the more you stay centered, the more you don't allow. I got this for someone else the other night too, and it feels very similar. The more you don't allow outside or external circumstances or people to affect your vibration and your balance, those challenges will just sort of ease off. So it's like you could have a tower moment come in that could seem really painful, but as long as you stay centered and you don't let anything affect your vibration, it'll actually just suddenly ease off, because you'll see very clearly how, oh, it was just a test. It was just a test to make sure that I've gotten to the point where I understand that I'm not to let anything affect my vibration. And those tests come in at the weirdest times. So I think that's really some guidance for you to really stay in a peaceful, sort of Zen state as those things come in, and just recognize that you're actually going to make a lot of gains during those times if you just sort of hold your center and stay balanced. It's really important to do that. So yeah, thank you, Queen Angel 95. Okay, so next I'm going to pull for Alicia. Go ahead, Alicia. What's your question? Yeah, just hold fast to your center, stay grounded, and don't let anything throw you off your game. And you're going to notice that even the most challenging circumstances are going to ease off a lot quicker than they normally would, because it's more of a test than anything, to test to make sure that you're going to stay centered and not let anything throw you off your game. Hello, Scorpio. All right, where's Alicia? Go ahead, Alicia. You can go up with, put your question up, and then we'll do Queen something 95. And then I'm going to go, I think, because I don't feel like staying on tonight too much. Yeah, madam, if you'd like to get on the list, you can make a donation to either the, Christina just put the information right above your chat. You can donate to Cash App or PayPal or Super Chat, but it's cheaper to do Cash App or PayPal, because it's, the Super Chat you have to donate 25. Mm-hmm. It's so good. What should Alicia do next, and is she on the right track? Power, 9 of Swords, 10 of Wands, Princess of Cups, and the Moon. You've got some rough cards, Alicia. Okay, you've got some rough cards. Is the list closed now? I'll try again. No, you didn't hear me? I just said you can, if you'd like to get on the list, you can make your donation to one of those, and we'll put you on the list. But I am going to close the list soon. But no, you can still do it. It's up to you. If not, that's fine too. I'm ready to go to bed soon. You know, these are tough cards, Alicia, I have to say. But with the Princess of Cups, you're being called to really approach things from that unconditional love vibration and try and stay in that place. That feeling that you have when you're in your best, when you're sort of vibrating with the universe. That's really important. Hold on. Who's suggesting me? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's fine. Yeah, I've actually just become friends with a lot of tarot readers. We're sort of forming an alliance right now to stop the 1% out there who are low vibrational, and we're going to have a zero tolerance policy. So we're kind of banding together to protect ourselves, and to also be very kind and rewarding and loving to those of you, the 99% who come in with good intentions and good vibrations. But yeah. So I just do think, Alicia, it's very important for you to stay in that unconditional love vibration, you know? And as you can do that, you're going to see there's something here with the Moon card. That's a major arcana, as is the Tower. I believe that these two are related. The tower is going to be bringing a lot up that maybe has been uh, hidden from the surface, or maybe things that you haven't quite dealt with. You know, the moon represents secrets, and it's sort of the shadow self. It's those things which are hidden. It's the secrets of your heart, the things which you carry in your heart that sometimes mean the most. So, um, with this tower coming down, um, there's a lot here. I don't know if you're in a relationship or you've been in a relationship recently that's been very painful. I mean, the Nine of Swords is about anxiety, and the Ten of Wands can represent the end of a burdensome cycle. Just talking about traditional tarot. In the Aleister Crowley deck, the emotion is listed that it's represented, and with the Nine of Swords, it's got cruelty, and with the Ten of Wands, oppression. So it's very important that you sort of take these energies and assess what's coming up for you. There's been a lot of cruelty and oppression, or feelings of cruelty and oppression in your heart recently, either from something you experienced from another person or due to another relationship, something you've been doing to yourself. Have you been oppressing and cruel to yourself, not treating yourself with enough love, or giving yourself the love that you deserve because maybe you don't think you're worthy of it? There's something to this. But this tower coming down, that's no longer going to stand. Where we're moving, and where all of us who are awakened light workers, what we're moving into, this lack of self-love and self-respect just will not stand. You're not gonna, nobody's gonna be able to continue that anymore. That's an old paradigm for an old time and an old way of thinking, and for old relationships that are not for us in the future we're heading into. So keep that in mind. There is a lot coming out with the moon. This is a good tower. This tower may be scary, but it won't be painful. It's going to be good. And I think, Alicia, you're going to just grow from the Princess of Cups into the Queen of Cups. And again, the peace card is here. Peace, okay? It's very important that you recognize this is about growing in peace, right? So it's good stuff, Alicia. Okay. Next is Gina. Will I reconcile with my ex Capricorn or find love with someone else? Will Gina reconcile with her ex Capricorn or find love with someone else? Guys, don't get mad at my moderators if they delete your comment. I ask them to do that when I'm doing readings because it distracts me if I see too much on the... I'm going to automatically read every question and try to answer it, even when I'm doing a reading for somebody. It's just my nature as a Virgo who analyzes too much. So my moderators are helping me to give the proper attention to the proper person when they do that. Would you reconcile with her ex? I did, Divine. I sure did. That is my great-grandmother. Her name was Catherine, and she likes to hang out with me. Sometimes she appears as an owl as well. Don't be scared, or guys, if you ever notice that face or that see an apparition sometimes, especially in my recorded videos, don't let it bother you. It's not, you know, a malevolent spirit or anything like that. It's actually someone who guides me and loves me very much. And she died when I was 4. And she's always been around, and I feel her, and she's just always hanging out with me. So don't ever worry about if you see her face up here. It's nothing to worry about. It's not anything dangerous or scary. It is a ghost, I guess you could say, but she's a friendly ghost. Okay, so you have the Ion. This is the Judgment card. And I do feel with the Judgment card here, there's an awakening coming in. Now, it may not be the kind of awakening you want for this relationship, because you've also got the Futility card and the Knight of Swords and the Moon. So what's happening is a lot of truth is going to be revealed, Gina. I don't know if it's about a reconciliation at this time, but I do feel like it's about an understanding. If you feel like you didn't get the whole story before, you're going to get a full circle point of view about things. But with the Futility card, you know, this is actually the Seven of Swords. So with the Seven of Swords, that does represent deception. There's been some kind of deception in this situation, and that needs to come out. And I know when this deception is brought to light, someone's going to come into you and really express a lot of truth. Or it could be a guide or an angel. It could be you getting this download of truth some other way. But the truth is being brought to you very quickly, right? whether it be in a dream, whatever. And this moon energy is coming into light. That's where the awakening or the judgment card comes in. However, after that, you may have a point where you would have a chance for reconciliation. I don't know that you're going to want to reconcile with this person. If you are truly loving and respecting yourself and giving yourself the love you deserve, I feel that your desire to reconcile with this person will suddenly fall off of you. And I know that may not be something you want to hear, but I'm here to give you the truth straight with no chaser. And I'm feeling very strongly that this relationship reflects someone that if they are loving, respecting themselves fully, and the truth is put to their face, they would not reconcile or want to reconcile with this person in a million years. I have to tell you that. Okay? Hello, found you. Hello, hello, hello. So I'm so sorry, Gina, that if that's not what you wanted to hear, but it came through really strong. I can read you up, down, left, right, and out of town. All right. Madam Sherry, I didn't see a question on your super chat. Did you want to ask a question, Madam Sherry? Readings are free. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Christina Maria. But it is still my work as well, so I do have to charge most days. Go ahead and throw your question up, Madam Sherry, and we will get you some guidance. You do, and this is work. Believe me, it's the most draining job I've ever had, but also the most rewarding. Scorpio and Capricorn, okay. I'm just wondering where he is at really right now. Okay, what's going on with Sherry's Scorpio? What's going on with your Scorpio? And what's the guidance or outlook? Current energies, guidance, and outlook, guys. Can you sort of give me that? Thanks. Okay. Okay. Yeah. This may be, and see, I feel so bad after just giving Gina such bad news. You've got really good news about your connection, and I hate that for people. But you know, like I said, we have to give the truth of what I see and what I feel. This may be a divinely guided connection. You've got the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups here for the future. Now, if you're in separation of some kind, that's for a purpose and a reason. This person, what I see in this is that there's a lot of integrity here at the heart of this. This person puts you, it's almost like you both put each other in your heart space on a certain pedestal, but you both have to be willing to put in equal work for this thing to work out. There is an energy there with the Eight of Pentacles or Eight of Discs. The Seven of Wands is interesting to me because in the traditional tarot, the Seven of Wands can represent being defensive or taking a posture of defensiveness where you're not letting, like blocking a doorway or not letting anyone into your heart. In the Aleister Crowley Thoth deck, it represents more of something good. It's about valor, protecting someone, protecting yourself and or someone else. So it's a protective energy for this connection. So, and then the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. I don't know exactly where you guys are at right now, but things look really good. I feel like you do have a bright future with this person. And if you're in any kind of separation, you need to allow that to be what it is. Because those separations are divinely guided as well, right? For healing and growth, especially when the connection shows this much promise and love in it. And, you know, the connection that I was just talking about a moment ago probably has a lot of love too. But you have to go with what the energy is telling you about the future and the potential and stuff. You know, it's not always just the love, the respect, a lot of other things. There's a lot of other ingredients and alchemy that goes into this. But you're coming out as the Queen of Cups, and there is a Queen of Discs in reverse in the past. I'm not sure who that represents, but there is another queen here from the past. But it's not defeat here. This is all coming out nicely. A lot of change, but there is definitely a lot of change here. But you've got the Lovers here in the end. So this is definitely divinely guided. Two tens, 10 of cups, 10 of pentacles. That's wealth and satiety. Satiety. The 10 of cups is happiness, right? It's hope and happiness. And this deck, it's listed as satiety. That is like having your appetite sated. You know, when you eat an apple and you're feeling full. That's the feeling that you have for your future. You two are going to have a feeling of being full together and happiness. But you do have the lovers, the 10 of pentacles, and the 10 of cups. So this is most likely a soul connection that is meant for not only many more cycles to come, but a really nice cycle of completion coming in. So that's really, I'm happy to give that news. I don't like to have to give bad news. So good luck with that. And you guys are definitely on the road to recovery together. So really good. Wait, say that again. Hang on, Blaze in Truth. I want to know what you mean here. Hold on. As a reader, what are my thoughts on readings and cards picking up energy that isn't people? So a link between music, film, readings, such since art nobles life. I don't really know what you mean though. Like, do you mean that the cards are picking up the energy of a song as opposed to an actual story? I don't know what you mean really. I don't think I understand your question. Yeah, well, I also know cards will pick up the energy of our word. That's why I'm careful when I'm shuffling not to say anything besides asking what I'm asking for, because if I say to you while I'm shuffling, this is bad news, the devil card might come out. Or, you know, the energy you speak, your words have so much power, you know. So, yeah, I think it's with anything, whether it's people, a sound, there's a vibration to it, right? So there's energy there. That's why when you're reading for somebody, it's very important if you're going to speak, to only speak the question that they want you to get information about while you're getting those cards out, if at all possible. Unless you've got a really strong intention that's coming, you can feel it coming through your hands, that energy for their question. In that case, I think it's okay. Yeah, that's been my experience though, yeah. Hello, Nicole. Oh, that's so sweet, Sherry. I wish you well. All right, is that everybody? I think that's everybody. Yeah, close that list, Christina Maria. By God. Close that list and get us out of here alive. um, yeah, so I thought that was really interesting. I don't know, some of you guys weren't here. Those of you who are asking about my that apparition that appeared above my head, I also have my Talking to Heaven cards, and they're in a box up here on top of this. And the top of the box has, I am standing right beside you. This card, when I came over to my table, it was right here in front of me. It flew out, I guess, flew out of that box and was over here. And I put it back in the box. And then when I came to do my readings tonight, it was out again right in front of me. So I know that the event must have blown it out of the box again, but it keeps landing right where I sit. So I definitely believe this was also a message from her. I am standing right next to you. I'll take it. I'll take it. And I hope you guys are sort of flowing with these energies. If you're having trouble releasing things, I understand. It's hard to say goodbye to things and people. I have not had trouble releasing. In fact, I've had a lot of clarity come through about just how, you know, certain things I should have released a long time ago, right? If I was truly loving and respecting myself, there are many things I should have released a long time ago, right? And so that's the kind of clarity I've gotten with these eclipses and what's been going on. I want to thank you for helping me with my dream work on transition day. Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. Thank you guys for all the love and support. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Christina, for your help. I don't know if Danny's still hanging around. Danny, thank you. Hello, Kathy. Love to you. Thank you for being here, Kathy. And yeah, just really glad to see you guys. Like I said, tomorrow I will be on with Jai from Channel for Grace, either on this channel or hers. I'm not sure which. I think we're going to go on at 9:30 Eastern Daylight Savings Time. So I will go. I'll announce it tomorrow for sure, the time, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be around 9:30. And we will be taking requests and questions, and it'll be fun. Jai and I always have a good time, and you'll get good guidance from her and I together. And so yeah, keep that in mind if that's something that you like to do. I think we'll make it'll be $25 love offering for the two of us. That's usually what we've been doing lately. So, and then Saturday with Danny, also 9:30. I think he said. Did we say 9? I think 9 p.m. with Danny Saturday night. We're going to be talking Twin Soul Ascension portals. So we've been talking about that for a little while now. What we want to talk about, and that's going to be exciting. Saturday night, 9 Twin Soul Ascension portals. Should be a good time. Should be a good time. All right, guys. You guys have a great night. Happy Hump Day. Go get humped. Bye.